Right. Made it. Oh, over. Hello everyone, just waiting for people to arrive. Hey Carrie Ann, good to see you. Excuse me. Hey Linda, hey Marie. Okay. Waiting for the teacher to come in, I guess. Hey Janet. Probably just do a blind 3 journal page today. Yeah, just trying to find in my book where it feels comfortable. That'll do. Hey Colleen. Hey CB. Oh, and it's about time to you too, Eileen. Just saying. Masking tape on. Oh, geez, Squiz has got things everywhere around here. He's using my ink storage unit and the Big Shot and the re-inkers to hold down the bench top. And there he is now. What's he want? Oh. You awake? Yes. Streaming. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Chat's going ahead. Hey, Kimberly. Okay. Yeah, so he's put a bench top on top of my 2 sets of drawer units because the wall's out of whack, the brick wall. So he wanted to have it so it had enough room for a strip to go along the edge of the back of the drawer unit to the wall so that nothing can slip behind it. Hey, Linda. Okay, what's he saying? LOL. Okay, right. Right, so let me get this in view. Maybe I've got to bring this forward a bit more. Bring it down to me. There we go. That's it. Right, bit of gesso before I pick the pick the 3 colours. You'd think I'd clean the top of that, wouldn't you? One day I will. All right, bit of paper. Hold on. Thought I was going to be ready for this, but then I had all sorts of phone calls and visitors, and it's just been pretty bust the last half an hour. I know you do, Eileen. Let's see if we can't make it work today. It has worked so far. I've done a few of them. So let's see if this is going to be another one of them. What colours did we choose one day? Well, pick, blind select one day, and they were stinking red, a brown, and something else. And we thought, how the heck are we going to make something out of that? And it was one of the better ones. I thought, hey, Doc. I'll do it. Doesn't have to cover it completely. It gives more interest when it's not. Anyway, okay. Stinking red, brown, I think blue. I can't remember. Can't even remember what journal it was in. Can you, Eileen? Hold on. Let's see. Might have been in one of my composition books, maybe. Or was it in my Dilutions? Was it a big page or a smaller page? Can't remember. No, it wasn't that one. Just while we're waiting for the gesso to dry, I'll have a quick look. Dilutions? Okay, I'll grab it. The big one too, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't either of those. Let's grab the big Dilutions because we started out doing just streams in this one, I think. I love that one. We did that on the stream. Trying to look. Yeah, that evolved really well, didn't it, that one? Ooh. Here it is. What was the red, the brown? There's no blue in it. Might have been a couple of shades of the brown, Eileen. Or was it a yellow? Because that's a, might have been a raw sienna. Can't remember, but that worked out well, that one. Anyway, back to this one. Let's set it and get going. I've got to choose the colours yet. All right, that'll be enough while I choose the colours. All right, I'm going over here and, oh, lime green, Naples yellow hue, that shouldn't be up there, and oxide chromium green. Okay, lime green, Naples yellow hue, and oxide chromium green. That's what we got. Right. I'm going to start. I think I might grab my brayer and add it that way somehow. I think 2 greens. I know, right, CB? She's in heaven. Okay. Palette. You know what? I should have probably just used this one. Okay. Eileen's day today. That's right, Kerry Ann. Well, I haven't cleaned that off. Obviously, there's some blue on that, which has now made it green. Love the texture that the brayers give. Oh, I don't want to cover it all either, so I was just trying to use up the paint, but that's all right. We won't be too frugal today. Now I don't want to mix them together, So then you need to oil your brayer. Yeah, I might get squeeze onto that. I've got to get a bit of paper to break this. Wipe it off. Let's just put this over here. Right. I think. Which green next? I think we might do the oxide chromium green. Hey, Lynn. Not so much, though, at this stage. And let's try that a little bit more. Noise again. All right, maybe some stamping before I do that. So let's get out my fave background stamps. Right here. Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz. This one's the Attic Treasures. Let me get up and get my stamp. I just use the Jet Black Archival. And no, CB, this may not appear when the page is finished. That's the beauty of texture. All right, I'm not going to do any more stamping until I do another layer, I think. So let's do the oxide chromium. All right, that'll do that. I didn't clean the brayer off after the last one, did I? Okay. And then I might do a lime green before I do any more stamping. And it may blend, so that's all right. This is only a cheap paint, Semco. It's a craft paint, so ooh, she's a bit runny. That's the worst about the gutters. Oh, we'll make it work later on. But that doesn't look too bad.
It's okay.
Where was it?
On the lounge, in the lounge.
Oh my goodness, Cameron. Thank goodness, because Shazzy was telling me today that I should get you to go through again and do a complete search, and if not, then contact the bank and all sorts of things. But thankfully, treat it good. Treat it as if
Got to know where it belongs.
that's it. Sorry, guys. Now, a bit more stamping. So I'll get rid of that one. And we'll get, You know what? I might do some paint stamping. Meaning, rather than ink, we shall use paint. And I'm thinking might use the, what's it called? Naples yellow hue, because that's too green in my opinion. It's too out there. So I want to tone that down a little bit because there's too much of a straight line on it. Yeah, I think I might paint this on. The brush is over here, I think. And so this is Tim Holt's Stampers Anonymous Bitty Grunge stamp set. I'm going to dip that in there then. Silly girl. Okay. And again. Okay. It's not showing up too much, but that's okay. It's toned that down a little bit. Okay. Now I should have a bucket of water in here when I'm stamping with paint. So let's just slot it. No, it's not going to stay in the water. Okay. Let's try. We'll do the green, I think, with this one. Let's just spread that out and stick it on there. Okay. Making a mess. Stick that one in there. Yeah, there's still time for me to stuff it though, Eileen. Now I want this one and we're going to do the lime green. Have we got a page happening? Have we got some sort of theme, you know, some sort of focal thingy-me-bob yet? Let's just do this because I'm not seeing where it's going yet. Not at all, and that's not doing much at all. So let's just try and tone this one down a bit. Okay. And in the water that one goes. Ugh. Right. Guess we should get some stencils out next. It needs some texture paste. Right. Eileen said it needs texture paste. Hey. All right. Texture paste over a stencil. Never going to happen, Stevie. All right. What sort is that? Okay, that would be great. All right. Let me just dry that a little bit while I think. I could colour the texture paste black, CB. Now let's have a look through the stencils. kidding, Carrie Ann? How dare he? Wow. Well, there's another complaint. You got another trip down to the post office, haven't you, Carrie Ann? All right, well, that's fine. We'll have a look at our stencils. OMG, Carrie Ann. Obviously, it wasn't confidential. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at what I found when I was cleaning up. Did I show you these? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Stencils and stuff from my pegboard that I haven't used in zonks. All the Tim Holtz masks. I don't know whether I want to use a mask though. No, don't want to use those. Now, do I want to use a big one or a little one? Don't know. Probably got more variety with the smaller stencils. Okay, all the pieces. Dots always work, circles. That's more of a border one. Doc just threw a copper stick over. Now, thinking maybe we could do this. Then that's page done once it's on, really. Yeah, I don't like that one. No, we don't want to cover the whole page up. We've got the reversed branches one. No, see, once we do that, the page is done. So maybe we do a clock. Because it is the texture paste and it needs probably just to be on the edges at this stage. Oh, dots, circles. Now, I'm thinking the clocks at this stage. Because unless you want me to just do the whole page with a large 12 by 12 and one page is done, once you get texture paste on, there's very little you can do if you do it all over the whole page. So, no. Oh, we've got the butterfly, the wings. Hey, Diane. Good to see you. No, I think I want to do the time travel one. Put a bird on it. Oh, look at Tim's tag stencils. All right. Hold on then. I don't like the idea of the clocks. Right. I get the hint. Okay. That'd be quite nice. I don't know how to look though with texture paste. The wildflowers. So good to see you, Diane. I've got the birch, but don't know. The wildflowers. We could probably make something with that. Geese. No. I know what the speckles would look like. Could probably try the speckles with the wildflowers or the what are those called? Well, that's wildflower and that's wildflowers. What is that? Oh, that's Mimi Bondi. Speckles. Yeah, I reckon the speckles will be quite interesting. But having said that, do we do something underneath it? I reckon we try and do the wildflowers in a mix of the greens and the yellow, just sponged on with the paints, and then we do the black speckles over the top. Let's try that. Yeah, maybe not that one. Maybe we should do... I've lost it now. Okay. This one. Oh, lost chat. It just disappeared. Oh, I didn't get the other one out. Good on you, Jen. Hang on. There we go. Hey, Monique. Oh, that's no good. Being sick. Justin finally is on the mend. Had him here yesterday and he looks so much better. Okay. Hey, Delina. All right. Sip of coffee. Okay. Get rid of the clock. Bring the journal page back. Right. Maybe we just do this in the dark green because of the background, or should I maybe... I've got to do something else to the background. You know what? I'm thinking we may do... Maybe we should do the lime green with a... yeah, me too, CB. Maybe we should do the lime green with some glazing medium all over and see what that looks like. This stinking chat. Me too, Colleen. It's good to see all the old regulars. Well, we'll see how it goes. I can wipe it off if I don't like it. Oh. Yeah, we're going to cover it up then. Well, do the baby white technique like Paula showed us. Could start with the green around the outside, the oxide, and then this one can dry it and rub it back. And yeah, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to try this. We'll see what this lime green with some glazing medium works like. I can find the glazing medium. Gee whiz. I think I found it. No. Where the heck is it? Okay, no kidding. I found it. Okay. Oh, this is Liquitex glazing medium. So I just want a sort of a transparent look to it so that you still see what's underneath. And you know what? I should probably still do some. No, I'm not going to do any more stamping. Probably needs a little bit more. I've got too dark green rubbed back will show pattern better. See? Yes, I know. All right, well, let's just leave that there. It's not going to dry too quick. We'll try that then. Let's put some of the oxide green on and wipe it back, okay? Right. Where's my cloth? Oh, listen to Cameron. He's up there playing his Xbox. Going to town. No, it's all good, CB. I like the input. All right, let's see how this is going to work, shall we? Go, Cameron. And this shouldn't take too long to dry. It's an artist quality paint. Okay. Do I want to do... No, I'm not going to do the... no, I'm not going to do the lime green. But I think I want to add some more of this. Oh, okay. I haven't done this technique in a long time. Basically, add your paint down and let it almost dry and rub it back to give it like a distressed look. All right, look at that. I stuffed it completely now. There, we just got to wait a bit. But I think now that we've done that, it may be better with the wild flowers on there. Right. Hey, Debbie. So, while we're waiting for this to dry, I will update you on my brother. So, went to pick him up in hospital, from hospital. He wasn't happy with his care that he was given because, and neither was I, because not one of the nurses or doctors told him what any of the results showed. They had a team looking after him. At first they thought that his airways weren't opening because of the muscles, and then they thought it might have been because of the medication he was on due to his asthma and lung condition. And then all of a sudden they said nothing. That was it. No Antibiotics were given. He had no infection. All of the results, he had X-ray, came back fine. ECG came back fine. Blood tests came back fine. And he was breathing so much better. Prior to this, Squiz had mentioned, oh, do you think, is there any mould in the unit? Oh, okay. Anyway, so I said to Jack when we were getting out, well, I got the doctor to talk to us first. I spoke to the nursing staff and they didn't, they couldn't really tell me much. I said to them that, you know, I wasn't happy that he hasn't been advised the test results. I said his medication has been hit and miss, like the medication that he's already on. I said, you know yourself that medication does the best, works the best when you take it at the same time every day. But this has not been happening here. And you've just left him to sit there and do nothing. You're not telling him, you're not communicating. So in the end, they said, we'll get the doctor. I said, thank you. Half an hour, the doctor sat with us and spoke with us and listened to us and answered our questions. Not once did she seem frustrated or annoyed or wanted to get out of there. She took the time to see us. Anyway, on our drive home, I said, Jack, what about mould? He said, I was thinking that the same thing. And it all works out because there was no difference. Not quite yet. He didn't have any medication or anything. So the only difference was his unit where he was staying and the hospital where he was staying. So his location. We get there and he says to me, pointed out, look up there. And there's no corners, or what you guys call moulding, I think, up where the wall meets the ceiling, so it's not sealed. Well, apparently that's the way they're built, but they are supposedly sealed. Well, he said he shone a torch up there and you can see the gap. You can see into the roof. And he said also, ever since he's moved in, there's been particles like fluff, but not fluff, coming down through the cracks and landing on the floor. So it seems to us that there is an issue there that is causing him to have breathing issues. So he apparently rang the Department of Housing a few years back now and said, there's mould or there's cracks in the ceiling. Oh, no, he didn't ring them. They came and did an inspection on the place and he pointed them out to them. Well, nothing was ever done about that. Apparently, you have to make a formal complaint. So that's exactly right, Monique. I'm thinking it's the fiberglass in the insulation. So he rang them up the day before yesterday and they've put it into the system. So I said, if you haven't heard back by Friday, which is today, after he sees his doctor, he will let me know and I'll have to go over there and he'll have to ring them again and give me permission to speak on his behalf. And, oh, my God, they will regret not having done anything about it before now. That's still not dry enough, so I'm going to get the heat gun onto it for a bit. I know, right? I know, it's ridiculous. And he's lived there about 8 years. Yep, so all he wants to do is get out of the place. And I said, well, you need to talk to your doctor about it. And hopefully he can write a letter to say he's got to be moved. I don't know. It's all just One big mess. But the fact that he had no antibiotics, nothing changed from except where he was staying, the hospital and at home. So he's been breathing in all that crap all these years. No wonder. Thanks, Diane. And he's even stopped smoking. Well, just about, like he'll have one every now and again, maybe, which is awesome because he has been a heavy smoker all his life. So, so that should have helped as well when he got home. So, and usually when he comes back from hospital, he'll be fine and then slowly deteriorate. So that it's just fits. All right. I'll probably wipe too much of that off now, talking, but I do like it. And now I'm going to try this. And I'm just going to, so it's got clumps of it in there. Just for a bit of interest. Now remember, this is the lime green with the glazing fluid. Let me get up in there so it's not so white. CB, get back into your corner. Okay, I sort of like that. Before I do the stenciling, I think I should do some splats. I think. Yeah, environmental fits the best, yep. In the corner. All right, sip of coffee. I'll dry this and we'll get to the fun stuff. Everything does need splats, Arlene. What about we do sponge this over in white gesso? Hi, Jan. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know where. Mimi Bondi in Australia. She's online on YouTube. She sells a lot of stuff, and apparently what they do is they don't put their name to it, and there's all generic stencils and that out there, and you just buy from them and you just sell them in your shop without any brand names on them. So, update on the craft room. So he has put 2 of the benches down in my second craft, the room next to me, and he's just got to do a couple of ends to that. He's built a little frame and put the that on, and then once they're done, he's got to put the strips around the edges of them where it makes the wall, so that nothing falls behind. And then he's got to attach the bookshelves, that bookcase thingy bob that he did have built in the old house. So he seems to think this weekend it'll be done, except for my sewing area behind me. All right, so let's sponge this on. So the speckles are going to be with the black texture paste. And they're going to go all down there. Okay, so I think I'm going to, let's come over here. Yeah, all right, here we go. Hold on, I'm going to grab a sponge. Okay. Oh, I can't wait for it to be done, Monique. I've still got lots of things. I was going to, instead of doing a journal page today, that probably is a bit too runny for this. Probably should have used the heavy gesso. I went to find my craft text. I thought I'd make a journal and use the when we played with the texture paste last week, thought I'd add that to it, and I'd do it out of craft text, but I can't find where my craft text is. Craft text. So upshot is I need to get everything out of the garage, and before I can do that, Squiz's got to finish it all. And he can't wait to be able to have a weekend to himself. It's been a long, 8 months since we've moved in here? 7 months? I hope this doesn't run too much. If it has, I'm going to get the thicker gesso. Ugh, that's disgusting. Anyway, you won't see a lot of it, so I'm going to get the heavy gesso. Let me just wipe the back of this. Straight here. Oh, no, I have not seen that they've got pre-washed craft text available, Eileen. I bought a bolt of the craft coloured craft text. I'm trying to find my heavy gesso. I got it. No, I haven't. That's the clear. Ooh, no, I can't use that. I've got to use black or white. Just talking to myself. Hold on. What's this one? Yeah, heavy gesso. That's what I want. Oh, thanks, Eileen. Do I need it? Really? I mean, the big bolt of the craft text that I've got has lasted me a long time. All right, let's do this again. You got the white and the craft. Okay, I'm going to put this here, I think. Okay, probably should have made sure that was dry first, but anyway. Yeah, I thought you can paint it. I didn't need to get the black. I have painted the craft text. I mean, you can give it a gesso coating and then paint over the top of it, and it looks really good. So that's a bit better. I didn't want to have to, I liked he's free for a butt whipping. Good, Kerry Ann. At the time I bought the craft text, I was working a lot with the vintage colours, you know me and my grunge, and so that's why I bought the craft colour. White works, but I can gesso white and still get it to work. So, and one bolt cost me over $50, I think, but it's lasted. So, you know, I've done quite a lot with it, and it's great for covering spines on journals and such. I know, Kerry Ann, it's when I bought it on, was it Fish Pond or Big Pond, Big Fish or something, and it was free shipping, but it was that's a lot better than that. It was about $50 at the time. I could send you some of mine, but I don't, well, yeah, you could paint it. See, I've gone too far now. I think I didn't want them to go sort of down. All right. I didn't want them to be too, all right, let's just go here. There's a suede. Oh, the suede would be nice. Good luck, Diane. Be strong. No update on the wedding, so that's, I'm supposed to be down next week for a final dress fitting. I'll get to find a necklace from my outfit. It's very plain. Oh, I like that. Love the way that heavy gesso. I should have wiped that off. I might just, no, go overboard, Jen. Yeah, no, but it still wants one in there. I like how those lines fan out. Yeah, okay. Oh, Spotlight actually had it, Carrie Ann. Oh, I didn't realise that. All right, I've got to go and put this in some water. No, that's only gesso. That's fine. I can wipe it off. Hold on. Let me wipe this off. Okay. I'm going to send you some though, Kerry Ann. At least then you'll be able to see whether you like it or not, and whether you could use it. It'd be great on your mini albums. Oh shoot, stuff that one. For the spine. That'll do it for now. Oh, about a metre and a roll package. I can't remember how much was in the bulk. It was a fair amount. No, I don't pre-wash it. I probably should, Lynn, but I might try it next time when I do a another journal. Well, when I go to make the journal cover to put these on, the journals to put these on, I'll because I think the craft text would be nice. I'll be able to paint it and put some of those colours on it, I think, and as the spine area. So I'll pre-wash a piece. Yep, I will. Eileen definitely will pre-wash it. Hey, Jillian. All right, let's dry this. And then get the black. I do have black texture. No, I don't have black texture paste. Dang it. All right, what's going to be better? Have I got a black ink? Because that seems to work really well. I could paint over it, but I'd rather do black. If I just add the black to the texture paste, it's going to be grey. So I just want to find what the best medium would be to colour it. So I do want the texture paste, I think. Yeah, I haven't got, yeah, Finn's Heavy Gesso is really good. And you don't need a lot of it. Put too much out there on the palette. Let's see if I've got some black ink. Hold on. Did the girls give me black FW? Let's see. They did. Carbon black. I reckon we might be able to get fairly close to what we need because there's not a lot of texture paste that we need for this, I don't think. Okay, Doc, good night. No, I don't have any black magicals. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know they did. That would be awesome. Looks like I've got a wish list happening. I'm going to try this and see, because I find that ink works better than paints when you're colouring texture paste. All right, hold on. I might have to get some black texture paste. Okay, the Halloween set has the black. Thank you, Monique. All right, now let's grab this. Now, I probably should do it in a smaller area. No, I'll probably mix it up better with that. Because I don't think we're going to need much of the texture paste. And I think that should be enough because they're only small holes. Oh, finished my coffee. Right. All right, let's see. Had a lot of blue in it. Oh, but wouldn't that look nice? I'm going to put all of that in there. Let's mix it up and see. Okay. Oops. Squirting everywhere. We can always paint over it, but oh my goodness, that worked pretty darn good. Probably didn't even need all that. Oh, once it's mixed, it's tending to be a bit grey, but I think we can work with that. Yeah, it's turning out grey. But that's all right. We can go over the top of it with some black paint. Let's see what this is going to look like anyway. I'm going to try and get all the white out of it. Okay. Yep, oh, that's good. Okay. Here we go. All right. I might just come down a little bit and I might do a black edging around it. Oops. Here we go, people. Too scared to look at it. Still got some white. All right, are we ready? Yeah. Sometimes it's pretty good to colour it, Eileen. Probably would be easier. Ew, that's a bit messy. It doesn't look too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. So let me try and wipe the back of this a bit so I haven't got too much gunk on it, and try a bit, let's go over this side first. Right. So Eileen's saying she just uses the texture paste and then paints over it. Depends if it's a heavy body or fluid paint. Yeah. Well, this was a the texture paste was fairly thick, but then with the ink added to it, it gives it a thinner consistency, which is making it bleed underneath, spread underneath. Okay, let's have a look at that. And now I need to dry that enough so I can get some in the middle. Ugh. All right, let me get the heat gun out and dry that while really just need the sides dry. Where do we add some shading? Well, it should be enough. It just needs to be just a little bit dry on the top so we can. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad there. All right. Here we go. The worst thing is about trying to add it to that gutter. I can also just add some on there somehow. Okay, let's just take that off. Not too bad. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this in water and this, and I'll be back. Sorry, I couldn't just leave it in water. I had to clean them. Back. Okay, what's the quote going to be? What I'm thinking of doing is maybe maybe sponge on some black around the outside, just a little bit to cover where I haven't put the stencil, the texture paste, and then maybe a bit of the green. So maybe blend them that way. Or I could use some portfolios. No, Debbie. All right, I'll lift it up and show you what we've got so far. There. Quite like it, actually. Let's heat it a bit before I do that. I should update my quote journal too, because I made one. It's so good to have them handy. Yeah, it's not too bad. A bit, a bit basic, but once we get the shading around it. Yeah, and hey, CB, you can still see the stamping underneath. No. Black Rain, I like that. Now, all right, I've got a stamp set sitting on my desk here somewhere, alpha stamps. I could probably just do that with black ink. Oh, CB mentioned. Okay, sorry. Missed that. Do I want to use that? Or do I just want to write it? No, these fine. It'll stand out okay. What? Hey, Kathy. All right, let's do that first before I go ahead and do the border, I think. This is the Tracy Bunker's Blind Melon Alpha stamp set. I love this set. All right. B. L. Yeah, a bit different. Like you could just imagine what other colours and things you could put into it. That's a really good way to create a page. Like this is a good testing exercise, the blind 3, because you are restricted to those 3 colours plus the black and white. But as you look at it, you think of more things that you could do with it, more colours to add to it, like a gold would be awesome on this, I think. So you could try the page again, adding other colours. Okay. And I've just done that upside down. You idiot. B. Barb's not here. But she appears. It is a great exercise. C's got to go that way. The K was right as well, I think. Okay. See what that looks like on a bit of paper. Despite that fact, CV. Yep, got them right. Okay, so I just got to, they lined up. Pretty much okay. Black rain. Do I want to do it in the middle? Or do I want to maybe, I think I want to put it over, or maybe we should put it over this way here. Have it coming over there, I think. All right, that's what I'm doing. And obviously my color paints are all out of their colors. Because all the greens should be together, all the yellows, all, you know. What about there? And I tried to pick 3 separate areas, but obviously they're not in order. Now I'll have to go over that with a black marker because it didn't stamp too well. Now I'm going to put the R there and then the AIN. So I'm just going to do the R first. Excuse me. Okay. I need the A, so I'll just leave it out. And it goes down there, Jen. See. Okay. Now, okay. Try and get it lined up. No, Kathy, almost. It's so close. Excuse me. It's so close that it's just frustrating me. All right, so I'm going to have to go close to the edge on this one. So this way, Jen. N. I can do the end last because that needs cutting better. His Squizzes put the bench tops. He's built the frame and put the bench tops on it, but he's got a couple of areas to finish, and then he's got to put the strip across the back of it so that nothing falls behind it, and then he's got to put the fascia piece because the desk overhangs the frame. So on that frame he's going to put some white melamine because at the moment it's only plain old timber. So all right, now we do the N. So we go that way. I can't wait either, Kathy. Oops, that needs to go over here. Okay. And right, black rain. Now I'm not going to colour those in just yet, the black. See, it didn't stamp too well. So I'm going to have to colour those areas in. That's okay. But for now, I want to do that outer edge. So I'm going to get some black and the oxide chromium green and sponge that on. Okay. Sponge. I don't want it too big of a sponge. That's the thing. But I got what I got. Right. Palette, black paint. And the green. Okay, here we go. Right, bit of paper. Wish me luck. Leave bits of hair everywhere. Right, now I've got to get the green. Probably go over it again. Ugh, with the black. I just want it sort of speckly. It's sort of dark. It's not too bad. Let me get that out of the road so you can see it better. Now, let's just do the green first, I reckon. More green. I love it. I think it marries in well with the speckles stencil. It hides the fact that I didn't go right to the top. Putting my finger in it. A bit more black. Sort of thinner at the bottom, I reckon. I think I need to go over this with the green again. It's just sort of, yeah, I should have done the black first and then come back with the black. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Liking that. And do I want a border on the bottom? I don't know that I do. Do I? Do I need a border on the bottom? No. No. Good. I've got two no's. Not a yes and a no. I like that. So let's colour in that stamp there. Oh, hold on. Need a brush. Not that one. The green is like the grass. Yep, good. Okay. Let me get a brush. I think might be too much. Might need. I don't want a super fine one, but I think the brush is going to be. Yeah, I think we'll try this. Oh, you're not going to want to work, are you? I hope we're going to have to try it with. Although I might have my micron pens, there might be something in it that the graphic one might do the job. Brush. Right, hold on. Yeah, the graphic. Let's try that one. Right. Okay. So sort of a brush, but not as thick, I don't think, as the Pitt pens. I could try and go over the rest with the Pitt pen if it will let me. Oops, getting a bit wonky, Jen. Some areas is better than others. Whew. Pressure. Last one. I probably should go over it all. I think I will. Very, very carefully. not looking at chat. And I think we're done. Oh, good, CB. Well, whoa, what did I just do? Oh. Okay. That's it. Hang on. I'll try and get in screen. I'm wondering now if we don't need to put some black in amongst those flowers. I don't know. No, I think it needed to be light down there. I like it, actually. I think we did well. Thanks, guys. Hey, 2 greens and a yellow. Who'd have thunk it? And you can still see good as it is. Thanks, CB. Nothing else, right? Okay. And you can still see the script stamping and the background stamping in amongst it. So I'll tweet a pic of it. I know. I can't believe that it does. It always works, the blind 3. It's just stumps me that it does. But we've proven it every time I've done it. It works. So go figure. Thanks, Diane. So it's done. It's done. It's done. Ha! So did I make a mistake? Ha ha, CB. All right, it's good. Done. Relatively quick too, an hour and a half. All right, guys. I'm going to have to end it there, I think. And hope to catch you on the weekend sometime. I probably have to go over to my brother's today. So clean up and sort of get ready for that. Thanks for talking me into it, Eileen. As usual, you were right. Good to see you guys too. Thanks for hanging. Bye, everyone. I can find my mouse. I'll end the stream. Okay.